We're just outside of Brisbane and we're about to see a rural property that oozes with sophistication and with style. Now, normally country properties, a homestead, you kind of think like, ranch and the horses and this is not doing that at all.
It's not. So we did a rustic industrial theme in this home, but we also made it quite sophisticated as well. So where you'd have a lot of timber furniture traditionally in a rustic theme, I've introduced more metal elements to give it a bit more of an industrial edge.
The screens.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah. So, are they come like that or do you have to get them custom made?
No, we got them custom made and you choose the designs. We do use the screens a lot, and when you do a neutral palette like what we've got in this home, it's really important to introduce some texture and some pattern.
Yeah, otherwise it can be really quite cold.
Absolutely. So I think that's where it's had a lot of impact in this home by bringing that element into it.
It really has.
Yeah, and also the pendant lighting as well. So I've used a lot of pendant lighting.
You're a bit of a pendant girl.
I am.
What is it with pendants that you love?
Well, it creates mood and introduces personality, and for me that's what really helps unite the theme, so it works really well.
When you're designing for a house, doing interior, you're not really doing it for you, are you? Or do you kind of do it for you?
No, not at all. Like, we have a lot of themes that we use, and they're certainly not all my style, but I think from my perspective I have to be across all of them and I have to appreciate every element of them.
Yeah. Metricon have the lookbook. Mm-hmm. This is a great thing. You can go online there and just look at all the styles that you guys kind of stick to. So everything you do kind of fits within one of those themes, is that right?
Within reason. We do, I guess, break away from that every now and again if there's something that we need to do for a particular area. So I guess for this one being the rustic industrial, we hadn't done this theme before, and this one isn't actually on lookbook.
Okay.
But I developed it specifically for this house and for the environment that we're in. So it was really important for me that the surroundings complemented the home with this one. Yeah, so that when you're in the outdoor spaces, you feel like it's a real indoor-outdoor experience. And
it is. I mean, the whole backyard opens up to the pool.
Yeah, and that beautiful bushland then becomes an extension of your home, and that was important to me.
A rural property, you have a different approach, don't you, when you're building on land?
Absolutely. So the setbacks are a lot longer with a acreage property, so that, I guess, changes the way that it feels. So generally people will be a little bit further back on their block, but they'll also have a really expansive area at the back because that's mainly where your living is out there.
Yeah. The interesting thing too is, I mean, if you're going to have an acreage property like this, imagine putting a square box in the middle of it.
Yeah, exactly. It can look very stark. So we use a lot of articulation and a mixture of materials to sort of create a different facade, mix it up a little bit. So with this home, there's a lot of really beautiful feature brick and stained timber cladding, and then the rest of the home's rendered, but I've introduced a feature colour into that, so that's created a really striking facade.
Okay.
But there's also a really fine balance between blending in with that environment and also having a really striking street appeal, and I think we've achieved that really well with this home.
You have. It really is great. Also, the outdoor cooking space is absolutely perfectly located. You can also almost do a bit of cooking from the kitchen and pass it out through those massive bifold doors.
And the servery window is fantastic for doing that as well. So it's got a little bench out there and some stools. So it's really
like a private bar.
Yeah, and there's a barbecue just out that wall as well. So it makes it quite good.
A butler's pantry is really important these days, isn't it?
Especially for a large family home like this, it is. Comes in really well. We mixed it up a little bit with the finishes. So we've got this gorgeous gloss 2-pack, which contrasts against the timber floor tile. And then there's a little bit of timber grain that's quite subtle in the overhead cupboards.
Interesting you say a timber floor tile because it looks like timber, but it's actually not, is it?
It's not, no. So it's actually
much
a tile.
Hardier. No cleaning. You'll never scratch them.
Exactly. They're a beautiful finish for somebody who wants tiles but possibly has children or pets that they're concerned about how it's going to wear.
Yeah.
So they're quite, like you said, very hardy. So at one end of the home we have the master bedroom, and that has a really special retreat and also ensuite and walk-in robe. Then at the other end of the home we have the secondary bedrooms, and that area has a leisure room, so it's a really great breakaway zone for the kids. And then in the centre of the home we have the hub, and that's where you'll find a kitchen, the dining and the family room. Great area for the kids to come together, or the family to come together as a unit.
The master bedroom suite has its own almost living area. You could almost have your own little den in that spot, which you have. You're using it as a study at the moment, but you could easily turn that into like a television space or...
Absolutely. So it's really, like you said, a flexible area, and it's your own little special retreat. So pretty much...
away from the kids.
And the ability to set it up in any manner that suits yourself.
Melissa, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for showing us around.
Oh, thank you, Gary. I hope you enjoy being here.
Loved it.